he'll join the race a bit later on. The green flag goes up, and this time they get underway safely. Oh, we got one rider down on the line. Back end stepped out, and oh, we'd have felt that. As they make their way through into the first corner, Ryan Frost gets the jump on the field, leads them up towards Christmas Corner with George Hopper in there as well. So one or two riders left on the grid. There's the one rider whose bike won't start, number 85 on there as well. A bit of trouble at the start. The back end stepped out at him and he really hit the ground hard, so he'll have been winded, but hopefully he'll join the race a bit later on. The leaders, though, of the SM140 lead the way with Ryan Frost. George Hopper right on his tail in second place. They make their way through up towards the final corner. And Frost trying to pull away. Hopper still there in second. Then in third place, it's the number 8 machine of Rossi Brown with Zach Shelton, Ash Barnes, Bailey Hocker, Iliam Quayle, Chase Collymore, Max Bartle and Jordan Merriweather, all very, very close indeed. So it's well and truly on here from third through to about 10th place. Nothing much in it between the top few riders, but it's getting close at the front though, as George Hopper takes the lead from Ryan Frost into the centre of the circuit. Let's see if Frost can fight back. So George Hopper really putting the pressure on Ryan Frost and has now taken the lead, trying to pull away. The battle still on for 4th place, but George Hopper is your new race leader. 4th position, it's still Zach Shelton, Rossi Brown still battling for that 3rd place. But George Hopper, your new race leader, charging ahead of Ryan Frost. Here comes the battle for 3rd place. Rossi Brown, Zach Shelton, neck and neck around the final corner. Number 8 moving up through the field there. Ash Barnes goes through into 5th place from Bailey Harker, Iliam Quayle, Chase Collymore, Max Bartle, Jordan Merriweather. Rounding out the top 10 with Marshall Richardson, Jack Worth and Jack Bell just a little bit further behind. The battle for 4th place incredibly close. There we see Rossi Brown in 3rd position. The top 2 really starting to pull away. We've got a battle on for the lead now because Ryan Frost is starting to put George Hopper under some pressure. Hopper leads the race and Frost goes round the outside into the lead. Number 24, Ryan Frost, retakes the lead. But George Hopper not giving up and now goes down the inside into the penultimate corner. Very close battle for the lead here as Ryan Frost again goes round the outside. Ryan Frost is a much lighter rider, of course. He'll have the advantage down the straights. And Frost using that to good advantage as he retakes the lead on the finish line. They move up towards Christmas Corner. But George Hopper looks very strong on the more technical parts of the track. And here we see again, he's starting to close up again on Ryan Frost. And will try him under braking down the inside. Now, can he make the pass stick? Yes, he can. So George Hopper retakes the lead from Ryan Frost. But now we're going on to the faster parts of the circuit where Ryan Frost, a much lighter rider, of course, and this will really play into his effect. So Hopper has taken the lead. He's going to have to get defensive now because Ryan Frost will come back strongly in the last few corners. And now he is right back on the rear wheel of George Hopper as they make their way round the final corner. Hopper leads. Frost trying to close up again. This is where he's quicker down the straight. Lines him up for a pass, but Hopper has done enough to hold on to the lead. They lead round the 2nd corner. Hopper leads, Frost in 2nd. And then there's quite a gap, and this huge battle for 3rd place, charging past the line. Rossi Brown still in 3rd place from Zach Shelton, Ash Barnes, Iliam Quayle, Bailey Harker. So the battle for 3rd place still as strong as ever as Ryan Frost really starts, but George Hopper under some pressure again. Hopper starting to close up on some of the tail enders. Pulls a small gap from Frost in 2nd. As we were saying on the previous lap, it seems to be that on the technical parts of the track, Hopper starts to pull away from Frost. But certainly Ryan Frost, with much lighter rider, of course, has that real advantage on the straight, so he can really use the power to full effect. They make their way round the final corner. Ryan Frost rails the outside line, trying to close up on George Hopper. Hopper just pulling a small gap, and only a couple of tenths of a second though, but Ryan Frost still very much in there and has a look down the inside into Christmas Corner, but oh, Hopper shuts the door That was close. The battle for third place just make their way through past the start line here, with Rossi Brown still in. The battle for third place still raging away there, with Rossi Brown, Zach Shelton, Ash Barnes and Iliam Quayle all very, very close indeed for third place. Halfway through this Jnr SM 140 race, and action all the way through the field. As George Hopper starts to pull away slightly at the front. Here's the battle for third place, headed by number 8 Rossi Brown and 04 Zach Shelton. They're making their way up towards the final corner. It looks like Shelton has gone through to third. Here they come. So Shelton through to third, Brown into fourth, Barnes number 8 and 46 Iliam Quayle, all very, very close indeed as they cross the line. Bailey Harker just a little bit further behind in 7th place. And here we see this battle of the third. They're going through Christmas corner, scything their way through the back markers. Now into third goes Zach Shelton. The question is, can he hold on? Because Rossi Brown's starting to put the pressure back on. At the front though, George Hopper maintaining that gap with 3 laps to go in this race. Ryan Frost still charging away in second, but not quite close enough to get an opening. The gap now half a second between first and second place, but the battle still raging for third position. Zach Shelton makes his way up towards the final couple of corners now. And there we see him there, number 04, Zach Shelton in third place. Shelton third, Brown in fourth. And now Iliam Quayle gets past Ash Barnes. Third through to 6th place. They're going through the second corner now on the run up towards Christmas corner. And it is still as close as ever into that top corner, as we just see there Rossi Brown having a little look down the inside of Zach Shelton, but not quite close enough to go for the pass. Down the hill they go, and again Zach Shelton riding defensively, trying to stop Rossi Brown from getting through. Oh, as somebody takes a tumble there. I think that may... one of the midfield riders goes down. Just trying to identify who that rider is, but looks like they're okay, albeit out of the race. May possibly have been Ben Watson that dropped the bike earlier, but still it's a very close battle for the lead between number 110 George Hopper and Ryan Frost. Big tumble in the midfield as somebody loses the front end. We'll have the wave yellows. You'll see the fallen rider just on the edge of the track, just sitting up now, although it was quite a hefty tumble. So George Hopper continuing to lead the race from Ryan Frost in second place. There's Hopper, your race leader, with just a couple of more corners to go. And we'll get the last lap board now. So George Hopper, round the final corner he goes. 1 lap to go for George Hopper. Ryan Frost in second place, still charging away. They make their way up towards Christmas corner for the final time. Rossi Brown's gone back through to third place. We are under waved yellows. You will see the waved yellow flag, so at the moment the riders will have to slow down and hold position because we've got the medics on the track as the fallen rider gets back to their feet. So hopefully that's nothing too serious, and there we see the riders now slowing right down, so may well be ending the race under a caution flag, which will mean, of course, that George Hopper will be the race winner if he just stays out of mechanical trouble. Well, of course, the yellows have gone back in now just after the accident scene. So George Hopper with a late bit of pressure coming into the final corner. Ryan Frost is going to try the outside line and then neck and neck over the line. Oh, a photo finish there. But Ryan Frost out of nowhere. The flags went in just after the accident. They came across the tail enders and Ryan Frost round the outside. They were neck and neck. Photo finish there, but Ryan Frost by 0.2 of a second snatches the win from George Hopper on the line. So great bit of opportunistic riding there from Ryan Frost. The flags went in after the accident, and Frost really dragged away there at the finish. Rossi Brown goes through in third place from Zach Shelton, Ash Barnes and Ilium Quayle in 6th place. Here we go with the start of Jnr SM 140 charging into the second corner. It looked like Ryan Frost had a good start. They go up towards the top corner and Ryan Frost leads them into Christmas Corner from George Hopper in 2nd place. These two had a really good scrap in the first race bit earlier on today. Oh, and down the inside goes George Hopper. Brave move on the inside of Ryan Frost. Here they come. And George Hopper out of nowhere takes the lead. Really brave move down the inside. I don't think Ryan Frost was expecting that one and tries to fight back, but George Hopper is gone and away, trying to pull away from Ryan Frost. Now, we saw in the first race that George Hopper did seem quicker on the technical part of the track, but Ryan Frost, much lighter rider, using the straights to his advantage, so it really does seem to even itself out somewhat. Here they go, charging through on the first lap. So with the pit buck 140, George Hopper trying to pull away from Ryan Frost. Great start so far for number 8, Rossi Brown in 3rd place. With Zach Shelton, Ash Barnes, Ilium Quayle, Bailey Harker all in there. Very close start to this Supermoto 140 race. But it looks like George Hopper is starting to break away slightly from Ryan Frost. The battle now on for 3rd place. Here they come with number 8. Rossi Brown holding on from Zach Shelton. Here they come up towards the penultimate corner now. Rossi Brown trying to pull away, but there's Shelton down the inside into the final corner. Brown shuts the door and holds on to that 3rd place. They go charging through past the finish line. Also in there as well, Ash Barnes and Ilium Quayle having a good battle for that 5th position. Bailey Harker, Jordan Merriweather, Max Bartle and Jaden Willits running out the top 10. As, we just saw there again Zach Shelton having a look down the inside. At the front though, it's a great race so far from George Hopper, who is really starting to pull away now from Ryan Frost in 2nd position. And there we see the battle for 3rd place. Look how close it is for 3rd between Rossi Brown, Zach Shelton, Ash Barnes and Ilium Quayle, all very close together as Barnes holds the inside from Quayle. Started to close up on Zach Shelton in 4th place. There's the 3rd place rider, number 8, Rossi Brown, coming round the final corner. They charge down the straight. Look at how fast they're going, these young riders, really carrying a lot of pace. George Hopper, meanwhile, making his way down the hill from Christmas Corner. Fastest lap of the race last time round, 54.4. But all eyes on this battle for 2nd as again Zach Shelton has a look down the inside of Rossi Brown, not quite close enough to make his way through. 3 laps completed and still incredibly close. The battle are really on for 3rd place, just rounding out the remainder of the top 10. Jordan Merriweather goes through to 7th place, Max Bartle into 8th, Marshall Richardson 9th, Jaden Willits rounding up the top 10. Then we have Jack Bell, Jack Worth, Joe Duggan, Kira Williamson, Maddie Williams, Joe Woodward in 16th place. And now we're just moving back to this battle for 3rd place. It looks like Rossi Brown is starting to pull away ever so slightly from Zach Shelton. Shelton not giving up though in 4th place, really focusing on that lead as they go charging through. Whilst the pit bike, so the Jnr SM 140 is underway, we're looking at the CRF 150s for a moment and a very well-deserved win of the CRF 150 class, Richard Cooper. Richard, a great day for you.
Yeah, good day and perfect really for sunshine like this on a Sunday. What else would you rather be doing than riding the pit bike at the BMB British Championship? Yeah, a great turnout, lots of people watching and a few other BSB riders here down Liverpool. You know, it's always nice to generally ride around and enjoy your racing, which we just did then. Yeah, I've got quite a busy schedule because I'm out in the pit bike 140 class next. But I do enjoy riding around here for sure.
And you had a good start in that second race. Had to fight your way through to the lead. It looked very close out there, but a good fight back. And once you were clear at the lead, you were gone.
Yeah, a little bit of a challenge for myself. I started from the back of the grid just to give myself something to chase. I managed to get away into the lead, probably about lap 6 or 7, I think it was, and then sort of put some clean laps together and just managed to break down at the end there. But you know, it was definitely trying hard. I think we both was. Track conditions are a little bit greasy actually. It's that warm, so it was tricky judging the amount of grip level that we had as well.
And the 150 Honda, of course, it's more suited normally to motocross, but really does seem to lend itself well to supermoto in this class.
Yeah, it's such a nice bike to ride, the CRF 150, because it just generally works well. The suspension's good, the gearbox is good. As long as you stop on top of it as far as maintenance is concerned, then it's pretty reliable as well. And as you can see, it's an ever-growing class, really. There seems to be more and more on the grid each time we come to these events, and it's great that Alan can put a category together, you know, for us for this reason. That, you know, you can see that the 140 class, the 160 class is very busy, but the 150s are getting there.
They certainly are, and very well done today. We'll let you get on because you're a busy man today, aren't you? So you're back there in the pit bikes later on, and we wish you the very best of luck for the next race.
Thank you very much, and just like to say the coverage you guys are doing is pretty impressive.
That's very kind. Very kind. Thank you very much. That's our winner of the CRF 150s, Richard Cooper. So we'll let him get on his way because he's a busy man today. He's racing a bit later on, and certainly was in great form in the CRF 150 class. We joined our CRF, well, our SM 140 rider. Sorry, we'll get it right here with George Hopper, who really is starting to check out somewhat at the front here. He pulls away 54.4, his fastest lap of the race, and Ryan Frost, who really is running strongly today, but has to give second best to George Hopper so far. I've got a shout out here for Marshall Richardson, number 28, who's running in 10th place so far. And looking down here, he started to close up slightly on Max Bartle in 9th, so Marshall Richardson getting a bit of support there from Penny Atkins. But George Hopper, great ride for him so far, with Ryan Frost having to settle the second so far. Zach Shelton finally gets through to third after putting all that pressure on Rossi Brown. Iliam Quell through to fourth, and Rossi Brown, though, still there in fifth place. Closing laps now of the Jnr SM 140. We're going to move through to our pit bikes in just a few moments' time, of course, but we've still got a race on here as Ryan Frost crosses the line, charges on the outside line in second place. We're looking at our battle over third place. And Rossi Brown, who's dropped down to fifth place, is not giving up because he's still keeping the pressure on the third place rider. There he goes, Zach Shelton, who's been really pressuring hard in this race and paying off so far as he holds on to third place. But look out for Iliam Quayle in fourth. Here come the rest of the top 10 going charging through. Ash Barnes, Ben Watson in there as well. Bailey Harker a bit further behind with Max Bartle and Marshall Richardson all in there as well, rounding out the top 10. And actually, as Richard Cooper was saying a few moments ago, the track is starting to look, it's been very warm today, but it's looking a bit greasy in places. A lot of rubber going down on the track, of course. And that can happen sometimes. I mean, my background's in karting in terms of tarmac racing. I'm more of a motocross person, but certainly in terms of the tarmac side of things, when it gets warm out there on the track, it can get a bit tricky out there. The grip can be a little bit unpredictable. So another challenge for the riders in these closing stages. And this is the battle now. As the last lap board goes out, we're looking at our battle for third place between Zach Shelton and Iliam Quell coming charging through into the final corner. And they make their way through, but here comes, that's Ryan Frost in second place, who's got no answer at all for George Hopper, who's been in great form today. He's picking his way through some of the tail enders with 2 more corners to go, but Hopper charging to the lead early on and has pretty much run away with things. And here he comes round the final corner. Looks like George Hopper is going to take the checkered flag. So George Hopper, your race winner, great ride for him there. And as Jack Hart says, good to soft, possibly soft in places. So 1 or 2 of the riders dropping the front end in places on the greasier parts of the track. But on the whole, they are coping well. Ryan Frost brings it home in second place. Zach Shelton just a little bit further behind in third, but Iliam Quell really pushing it in. Here they come round the final corner, and Zach Shelton, he looks pleased with that one, and who can blame him because he really got pushed hard by Iliam Quayle.
with the Junior Supermoto 140 riders, and first of all we're going to come to Zach Shelton. And before I come to you, Zach, this is Zach's first season of racing, and on behalf of the BMB, I think you've done absolutely fantastic so far this season. Congratulations on your third place overall today. How did it go today for you?
It was really fun. Obviously, me and another lad called Rossi, we were like keeping neck to neck, and it was really hard to keep third place. But in the end, I got there and I kept it.
Good fun.
Yeah, really good fun.
Have you got any sponsors to thank? Any people to thank?
Thanks to my dad, because he's like helped me and taught me different things to do and to just help me improve my racing.
Fantastic, congratulations. And we come to second place overall today. Ryan Frost, you did well today, mate. Yeah, you're first in the first race, but obviously George picked you in the second, but well done.
Yeah, I didn't really get that much of a good start, and then I did just get him on the start by just, and then he got me around the tight right up there, and then I just lost it from there, and then round the first corner my bike was just shaking everywhere.
So you had mechanical problems in the second race?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. We come to our champion for today, okay, George Hopper. Well, George, you don't just race in the BMB, do you? You race outside the BMB as well?
Yeah, I've got a Kawasaki Ninja 300, race with BMB in the Team Green Junior Cup.
How's that season going for you?
Well, I've just been doing track days at the minute, but I'm going to be racing in that soon.
We'll come back to cracking results today. How have you found it?
Yeah, it was good. Good battle in the first race with Ryan. Second race just got a bit of a gap. It was good.
Nice and controlled race, second race.
Yeah, it was really good.
Well, I'd say congratulations to our Junior Supermoto 140 riders. Fantastic results today. Well done to you all. Big round of applause, please.